Hey there, if it has recently become a top priority for you to lose weight and to shift all of your energy, time, and attention to losing weight, but specifically doing it the right way, then you are in fact in the right place. My name is Paul Salter. I'm a registered dietitian, and in today's video, I am going to share 4 of the most effective tips I have gleaned from helping more than 1,400 men and women like you achieve sustainable weight loss. And tip number 1 begins with you. I mean, literally, tip number 1 for you is to keep your nutrition plan focused as unique to you as possible. And what I mean by that is the following. If you were to open up a new tab in your internet browser, search best diet plan, best weight loss plan, you will be met with hundreds of results in a fraction of a millisecond. And here's the thing, every single one of those plans and recommendations is likely going to have a laundry list of to-dos, guidelines, to-dos and not to-dos, restrictions, etc. And to be candid, probably 80 to 90% of those restrictions, guidelines, and to-dos and not to-dos are not going to jive with you, who you are, what your taste and eating preferences are, and what your lifestyle looks like. And it's imperative that if we're truly seeking sustainable weight loss, not just short-term or temporary weight loss so that we, have to find ourselves in this position again in 3 to 6 months. If sustainability is truly key, well, then we need to focus on making ourselves, you, number 1 priority from day 1. So what I encourage you to do is ask yourself some of the following questions. How many times per day do I want to eat? What times of day do I want to eat? And ultimately use this information to build an approach or to infuse it into your foundation of nutrition and healthy eating from day 1 so that ultimately uniqueness is a priority. And the reason that this is so important because it is this individualization that is going to drive sustainability. Because ultimately, if you build your nutrition framework and foundation of healthy eatings around you, it will literally serve you and you for the next 80 years. Tip number 2 for you is keep things simple. Building off of what I shared in tip number 1, you Google search best diet plan, or your friend has recommended plan A, B, or C, and you've got this laundry list of to-dos, not to-dos, guidelines, and restrictions. And ultimately, this plan calls for you to use this app or log into this website or just log and track all of your food in an app. And next thing you know, your social media and app usage report is coming out to you on your smartphone every Sunday, and it shows that you have spent more than an hour every single day logging or dealing with or fiddling with your nutrition in some way, shape, or form. I don't think that's the way you want to spend your life. I don't think you want to waste precious time, energy, and brain power fiddling with a million restrictions, guidelines, and to-dos. So you need, from day 1, to keep things simple. And the wonderful thing about that, which brings me to tip 3, is choosing healthy foods is quite simple. The wonderful thing about nutrition and healthy eating is that from a very young age, think like 4, maybe 5 years old, we are taught the difference between healthy foods and not so healthy foods. And in our adult day, present day form, even more, we have knowledge about what moderation looks like and what a good portion size is for us. So all of the information we need to eat healthily successfully, to put our focus in the right area so we can, in fact, achieve sustainable weight loss is there from day 1, which is really helpful because tip number 3 is to focus on premium fuel, which again is basically the healthy food knowledge we already have. And what this looks like in terms of a tangible action step for you is to prioritize your grocery list to consist of lean proteins, high fiber carbohydrates, plenty of fruits and vegetables, healthy fats, and ample calorie-free fluids to set you up to feel, look, and perform your best. I mean, there is decades worth of research showing you which foods have a plethora of health benefits, but which foods, when eaten consistently, quite frankly, just help you feel freaking good. And that's what we're all after in this lifetime, is to feel our best. And there is a multitude of different foods to help us do that. So keep your focus on those premium food choices. But here's the kicker: you only need to do this about 80% of the time, maybe 90% of the time. And the other 10 to 20% of the time, that's when we really get to embrace living life to the fullest, intentionally indulging in those delectable donuts, those cookies, that burger and fries milkshake, or that delicious Ben and Jerry's ice cream. And what this does for us is give us a bit of a psychological reprieve, a real strong hit of dopamine every so often to enjoy our well-rounded, balanced approach to eating. And ultimately, this brings me to our final tip of the video. Tip number 4: set yourself up for success. At this point, if you've implemented these tips, you focused on what's unique to you, you're keeping things really, really simple. And now you know where to focus your time, energy, and effort on those premium foods that work for you, help you feel good, look good, and perform good. So now what we need to do is set ourselves up for success so that it is easy to execute on what I just shared with you, and to do so consistently and is with rather as minimal effort as possible. And what this looks like is the following. Number 1, actually write out like a foundational or even a templated grocery list for yourself. Fill it with your favorite foods that fall into all of those respective categories I shared, and use this to guide your grocery store trip. Go in with a plan. And then second, go ahead and spend the hour or so prepping food in bulk so that you can save hours during the week when you have 15 million different responsibilities and extracurriculars competing for your attention. You've got nutritious premium food ready for you, ready to serve you and help you feel your best at your disposal, so you can quickly heat and eat or just grab and go. And when you do these two things, prepare an appropriate grocery list, spend a little bit of time up front meal prepping, you truly will be able to navigate a week almost as if you're operating on autopilot, continuing to focus on premium foods that help you feel your best. And I know that if you're able to rack up consistency day after day, week after week, well, boom, that is where the progress and the magic happens. And you're going to look back 3 months from now and be like, dang, look what I've accomplished because I remained consistent on setting myself up for success. Well, thank you so much for joining me in this video. Again, a recap for you: the 4 tips to help you begin your journey to sustainable weight loss are: keep it unique to you from day 1, keep it simple, focus on premium foods, and set yourself up for success. And if you would like 11 more research-backed tips to help you make sustainable weight loss a present-day reality, well, then click the link found below this video to download the free ebook I have provided you with to detail all 11 of those additional tips. And hey, I'll be honest, if you found this video helpful and you appreciate and enjoy this type of content, my delivery, connecting with me here, it'd mean the world to me if you gave this video a thumbs up, shared it with a friend, and subscribe to my channel to ensure you never miss an opportunity to hang out with me.